Okay, I'll put him into runner then. I hope that text is actually legible on the stream. My monitor is at like a 1900 resolution, so so when somebody types, I can't read shit. It's very annoying, actually. Do I want a Weyland? I haven't tried that in a bit. You could see how long I've been playing for by the age on my decks. And mind the torrenting. That doesn't really happen. They started on the 18th, about 10 days ago. Okay. Weyland it is. Weyland versus Chaos Theory, which really sucks because Chaos Theory is usually loaded with... Wow, there's no way I can keep his hand. This hand, much better. Ice Wall to keep him out of R&D. Sure, go ahead, get into my hand, I'll fucking snare your ass. I love it. It was a great hand. And a Sea Source. It was an awesome hand, actually. I'm quite happy with this. So he has a 1 in 5 chance of getting posted bounty, but there's also a decent chance he hits a snare. And this Ice Wall is getting boosted every turn for the rest of the game, which kind of will slow me down in action every turn, but it's livable. Oh, come on, run my hand. One can always dream. So I could hold both of these snares and make my hand more dangerous. I almost feel like discarding posted bounty, I'm not even kidding. I'm just gonna play a snare. He will never figure out what this snare is. I'm never gonna flip it. He either runs on it now, or he never runs on it. So his last click he's got to use to remove this tag, or it's GG. But I think I can still see Scorch him and win. So let me try and math this one out. Scorched Earth cost me 3, I have 3. I can gain 2 credits, so in theory I have 5, which lets me play both these cards. So I'm just going to C-source him and see if he masks it out. I'm actually totally fine with him taking a turn to remove a tag and to pay all his money pretty much to avoid this trace. So I'm not going to boost it. There's no point. Because if I do boost it, then I can make the tag stick, but okay, that's fine with me. Ice wall down. Advancement. There are other sea sources. Eventually I will draw one. I could use this posted bounty to force one through. One being a tag. So yeah, he's gonna have to use his turn to drop to 5, of course. Stay safe. In the meantime, I will do what I can to score creds, or score agendas. So advance that. So I could cred and play the Atlas. Meh. I think it's going to have to be commercialization, play the Atlas, so that I can potentially score the Atlas next turn. So what I fear here is, of course, him dropping a corroder or a snowball or something. So test run. Which, a femme fatale? You can test run for a femme fatale and be sure to get into the server, yeah. That sucks, but it happens. What am I going to do? Next turn he's going to have to draw that femme fatale. It's a 9 to play it, so... Sad thing about femme fatale, it's pretty hard to counter to Ice Wall when you really advance it. So, Melange out there. Advance that. Take a crit. A very low ice start for me. It's always a shame when you draw as much ice as agendas in the early game, but what you gonna do? Grabs my snare, which is unfortunate for him, but out of all the odds of things happening, that one's not too far off. So again, that hurts. He's running HQ again, which is much more than intriguing to do that after he just got snared, but that's fine with me. Scorched Earth. You know what that means? You better remove a tag. Great, get to Melange. My hand is now a bit safer now that I have another card in it, which is nice. But I'd much rather be able to Melange for a little bit. I just need credits. He, of course, needs to draw up. Is he going to Brave running my hand again? If he runs my hand and hits a snare, obviously I can kill him next turn. So now I have 3 ice balls. It's actually really good early game ice. We're starting to get a bit out of the early game, but that's not really an issue here. So what would I do? I would drop this and just crit it. So I will drop that. We'll draw a card. This should help me decide what I want to do. And I want to advance that ice. So it's going to be a really hefty server to get broken later, but I want to make sure that a test run, which is intriguing to me. I'm going to have to hope it's for Fem. Corroder, which is, of course, brutal to me. He's going to run what? HQ? I'm not even going to res that ice wall. So he's not even going to run with it on this turn when it's in play for free. So it goes on his stack. It's going to cost him 2 actions to get it running even. So again, I want to play this, but I don't want to be in the position where I play this and he just has the... So what would it take for him to be able to Fem? That's 2 credits. I know he has the Fem in his hand. That's 9. That's an action to play him. An action to run. It's So he doesn't have the credits. No, he will. No, it's 2 to break this. No, he would have it actually. So I think I'm just gonna fuck with him. Flop that. Flop that. And advancement. It's really a shame that all I have are barriers, and he drew that. So I will not res. So now, if I was him, I would definitely play the corroder and run this to trash my second Melange. But for some reason doesn't. Oh, he hasn't drawn it yet, that's why. It's still on top of his deck. Which means I probably want to get a corroder out of this. Or a Melange out of this. Which is exactly what I will do, of course. +1 strength. Okay. Interesting choice. He has a good reason to believe that this is, of course, a nice wall, but as far as everything else, it could be anything. This Enigma is going to lock him out of wherever I play it right now. So I believe my play here is going to be Enigma, Posted Bounty, Hedge Fund. So he doesn't have the creds to fem up this thing. So I'm not going to reveal it. So yes, he's preparing to run on the posted bounty. Which in theory is possible. Not if he plays the Fem though. So no, he can't get into this server. Oh wow, commercialization at what I think couldn't be a better time. I think you're gonna draw a Draco, which will let me leverage my cash against him actually, which is very powerful. And will protect me from inside job shenanigans. So I feel much safer now to do this. So I can advance this. And end my turn. I can res all of this ice. And their sentry is pipeline. So he's the rest pipeline or ninja. And the magic numbers for this are... Sure. So what this means now is if I draw a second Scorched Earth at any point in this game, I can cash in this posted bounty, play those, and win. Do I care if he hits my R&D one card at a time? No, not when he has 2 agenda points, and I'm playing to flatline him at this point. So what I want to do, I want to keep creds, enough so that I can finish up the combo, enough so that I can keep this server going at any time. So he's going to start a run on R&D. How do I feel about this? Do I let him see 1 card? Like, 10 to res is huge, especially when I need to protect the server, so yes, I let him in. What I want him to do is see a Scorched Earth and be like, fuck. So now he's going to run on HQ. That's totally fine. Do I want to res this? No. I don't think it's worth my credits. Actually, it is. I will res this one. Okay, pays 1 on his corroder. Oh, he sees an archer, which I'm never going to use, I don't think. Is run archives, but I have no cards there, which is weird. I don't know why. Oh, notoriety. Not too worried about him having one extra agenda point, though. Cool. So I'm gonna do with the shadow. Put it on R&D, which is what I want to keep him out of the most. Place hedge fund. So how do I feel about this? I love this card. I'm gonna flip it. He's gonna have to stop running. So how many power counters do I want to add? Enough to make it prohibitively costly for him to use Femme Fatale on it. And for me to still be able to res my other stuff. So I'm gonna go with 4. So he can use it to break the routine. Okay. So I want it to cost more than it would cost him to use a tag. Even better would be if I can get him to walk into my Enigma. I want to keep enough for the Hadrians. Let's go with 2. Let's go with 1 even. Since he has no link, it'll cost him 3. Okay, they've eluded the trace. Enjoy your turn. So I'm still on this, gonna stop him from getting this. Leave the agenda there. Which means I need to get credits. To stay safe and stay in school. So second posted bounty. I'll put that archer there, but I don't want to even play anything under it yet. opportunity to get credits. I'm just going to use the size of my hand as protection for this posted bounty. So I'm not worried about Shadow. This is just kind of here as fluff. I gotta wonder which routine he's breaking now. Oh, no, he breaks them both? Okay. So Hadrian's Wall. This is where it comes down, right? If he scores a 3-point agenda... Oh no. 3-point agenda won't even win him the game. I'm just gonna let him through. So now he Maker's Eye, thinking that, he has impunity to run on this server. In reality, he of course doesn't. So I clearly have to use this now. So now I'm going to consider using this posted bounty to put my melange in this server. Get me archer fuel. We'll see what happens. Ooh, I have the combo. The combo. So what am I going to do about it? Get credits. And you get up to 7 credits. I wish I had different ice up right now, but nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. If he gets a code gate breaker, he could probably get into this server too, which also sucks. What am I going to discard? Archer? No. Sea Source? No. Melange? Really hesitant to do that. I guess it's going to be Archer. So I guess now he's drawing because he's digging for his Gordian Blade. He's going to run HQ. Okay. Phase 1 to break. Okay. So he's in. He gets my posted bounty. That sucks. So now I do have to worry about him hitting one more 3-point agenda. Ouch. Forge emergency shutdown is really rough versus Hadrian's Wall. In a Maker's Eye. Ouch. So he has 1 cred left. Do I make him spend it? Of course. So he's going to see 3 cards. If one's a 3-pointer, I lose. I'm just going to hope that the next one is a commercialization. The fact that he's dirt poor makes me very happy. This is almost as good as commercialization. I think there's almost no way he can actually get into that server now. So now I have exactly enough to run the combo next turn. So green level clearance probably seems like an odd inclusion in a Weyland deck that's not using the transaction identity. But anyways, its purpose is at 3 clicks, at 1 click for a credit. That's like a standard corp action. Corps do that all the time. 1 click for a card, a lot less common. But when you pay 1 click for 3 credits, that puts you ahead in terms of, the click economy, let's say. And when the card replaces itself, it's even better, especially in a combo deck where all I want to do is get to the cards that will let me win. This is actually my first time winning with this Weyland deck. I've only played it twice. I think I might have to rework the ice to